So Kenya Moore appeared on Fox Soul recently with Claudia Jordan, Mike Hill, Cynthia Bailey even made an appearance. And for some reason, they got the damn video on unlisted. But I was in the chat and people was like mad. They was like mad at me for being in the chat. And I'm like, how y'all gonna send this to me? Hold on, how somebody gonna send it to me? And then I go in the chat and they was like, what is Michelle doing here? I was like, I can watch live videos too. Everybody is live. And speaking of which, I would be glad, and I said this earlier, I would be so glad when all of these celebrities and reality stars and DJs and singers, songwriters, rappers, I would be so glad when they can get back to work, because they is soaking up all the bandwidth. They are soaking up all the live feeds. They are taking all our audience from us. With like us bloggers, where do we fit in the grand scheme of things? Y'all that came to our job and tried to take over. I'm so sick of seeing all these people lie. I don't know what to do. And I know y'all are too. Every time I log into Instagram, everybody lie. Like it's bored in the house. It's like DJ this lie, DJ that lie, this person lied. And then I got to listen to this music. And then I'm like, oh, this music be jamming. Okay, Jermaine Dupri, let's rep A. And then I got to sit in there and listen to music for an hour. Then I got to bounce around and see, which reality star is tipsy, drinking wine on live. Look, Nene was so tipsy last night. I'm like, Lord, somebody take her phone. Somebody take her phone. It is too much. You said the mess. Exactly what is going on? You said there's no competition. If you say so now, I can't compete with Will Smith and T.I. and child, it's too much. Like, they famous. I'm not. So when they go live, it be billions of people in there. I'm just happy for my 725. Hey, y'all, how y'all doing? So again, thank you so much, Jenna Goddess. You like my dress? It's a dress. I ain't gonna stand up though. It's a dress. Thank you. But anyway, y'all so mean. Don't be calling that late. Look, I'm tired of y'all calling black women animals and stuff. Y'all be calling black women monkeys, apes, gorillas, moose. Y'all need to do better with y'all lives, because that is not cute. That's all I have to say. You said don't compete with them, do you? Thank you so much. So anyway, Kenya was on Fox Soul. She was reading everybody. She was trying to read Nene. She trying to read. Hold on, I'm gonna play a little bit of it. Let me see if I can add this to. Hold on. See where I can add this. Maybe to this. It is 16 minutes. I'm like, why they got it on unlisted? I gotta download the stream. Hold on. Let me share this. So Kenya was on Fox Soul. They had like a 5 or 6 hour live stream. I don't know what was going on. And you see in the chat, I was in the chat, child. They was like, hey, Amy Sue. Amy Sue said, what's up? And then Claudia was talking about she wanted to come back. And I was like, no one wanted Claudia back. But let me play a little snippet of this. Let's play a little snippet. Hold on. Let me see what they was talking about. I saved this damn timestamp for a reason.
So as her king, if somebody is coming.
Let me make sure. Can y'all hear that? Let me do this. Let me start over, because I got to make sure y'all can hear the audio. Share the audio. Fox Soul share. Yeah. Okay.
For her, they are also coming for me, and I will be there to support her wholeheartedly. That's the bottom line. I don't care who you are. It could be another housewife. It could be a producer. It could be a fan. So I'm definitely going to support my woman whenever I'm supposed to support.
Speaking of support and lack of support, Kenya, how did you feel when Marc constantly sided with Nene? I kept hearing about this, and just taking someone's side in an argument. Even if I like what Mike said, and I think that especially if you're coming on the show because of that woman, it's kind of your position in as a husband or a boyfriend or fiance to have your woman's back in front of 4 million people. How did you feel that? That had to be hard. Like,
yeah, well, if you know him, it's really not. I think that they're just alike. I think they're mirror of each other. And
wait a minute.
I think that it's difficult to watch. But
wait a minute. So she married a man who was just like Nene Leakes. So is that why her and Nene Leakes bumping heads? Because Nene just like her husband. If anything, she need to love Nene Leakes if her husband is just like Nene Leakes. I'm just saying. It's interesting. Let me finish listening. What else she say?
You have to have a man that.
Oh, their stream kept messing up. Fox, so y'all need to get a stronger Wi-Fi connection. I don't know what it was about their stream. See, it's really still streaming, but it went off. Hold on, it's gonna come back in a second. I guess. Maybe they deleted it. Hold on, let me see.
Disagree, agree. In public, you always agree. In private, then it could be another conversation. But it's disappointing. But I think that they just have so much in common and how they treat their mates. We've seen last season how Nene treated Greg. And it was unfortunate because this man was going through cancer and she basically tossed him aside like a piece of trash.
Can you come a little closer?
Wait a minute. She said Nene tossed her husband aside like a piece of trash. How did she do? What? She was with the man. She took him to chemo. She was celebrating every advancement, everything that happened to him when he found out he was cancer free. She was going through her own thing. Kenya wasn't even on the show last season. How she know? Look, Kenya was at home watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta, just like all of us. Kenya is a whole fan of Nene, and she. Oh, you wasn't even on the show and you trying to drag somebody for something that happened when you went there. But anyway, let's continue. Hold on.
Low on you, and we want to make sure we get everything. What's the status now? Where does it stand between you and Marc? Are you fans are hopeful for? Well, some fans are hopeful for reconciliation.
Yeah,
I remember being on the phone with you one time and hearing him in the background, and I don't know if you want to talk about that, but
I don't want to talk about that. That was private.
Okay, where does it stand right now?
Wait, she just shut down her friend Claudia. She was like, I don't want to talk about that. That was private. Okay.
You know what? He's in New York, and since this show started airing, after Brooklyn's birthday, which was in November, things just turned around. He has been very kind, very respectful, very loving, and he wants his family to stay together. And I don't know what the end result will be, but he's definitely working on the marriage.
Things are getting better. Well, that's good to know.
That's good to hear because, I got a chance to, obviously meet Marc and spend some time around him. And, I understand how editing and whatnot. I'm not blaming everything on editing, but at the same time, I like him. He's a good guy. Yeah. He's always been kind and respectful to me. And I understand that, even in the show one time, they made it seem like, he was being disrespectful at the event that he held, whatever. But the fact that he even put that event on means a lot to him. He's just a good businessman and whatnot. And I wish you and Marc well, and I never want to see the demise of anybody's marriage or anybody's relationship. But as long as you're happy and as long as he's happy, and more importantly, the happiness of your child, Brooklyn, that's what matters to me.
That's the paramount concern for me is Brooklyn at this point. I think
Marc just want to be seen. Marc pulling a Peter Thomas, honey. Marc is in the mix. Hold on.
Becoming a mother just shifted how I look at things.
Right. She did call Marc aggressive.
I'm not going to say that it's going to be, boom, and we're back where we were. But I really wish that people could have seen Marc how he really is. Not how he's angry. He's very resentful of the fact that he's on television. He doesn't want to be there, but in his mind, I'm supporting Kenya. But you're not supporting me if you're coming on the show angry and you're being an ass, every time you're in a scene. So that I wish, he could understand. But
does he understand that now, Kenya? Does he understand? Because
we haven't really gotten that far. It's a touchy subject. I think we're working backwards on fixing other things that were broken in the relationship. But you know, he was very, very public in saying initially that he did not want to be on TV. He did not want any part of it. He did not want this part of my life. But unfortunately, that's not what a marriage is about, because there are things that a wife will do for a husband that I don't necessarily want to do. But I'm going to be there to support my man. But I'm definitely not going to, you know, go to a gala that he's throwing and show my ass. Like, what point of that?
Wait.
So there.
She's not going to go to a gala that he's throwing and show her ass. Did she not show her whole entire ass when during his gala, when she was like making Tanya move from the table? She was making Marlo and her nephew sit in the back when Mark wanted them in the front. Am I missing? Did y'all not see that same? Like, wait a minute, hold on. She is a walking contradiction. Let's just like, how am I missing this? What?
There's a lot of behind the scenes issues that we have to deal with, and I'm hoping that they'll get resolved. And if not, then I have to do what's best for myself and what's best for my daughter. I have a beautiful daughter. We have a beautiful daughter. And she's bright, and in the words of our doctor, she's thriving. And for a mother to hear that from a doctor, and for people to...
That's the stream again.
How long I've waited to have her and the struggles that I've had, that's all I care about.
It's unfortunate, Kenya, because like it seemed like you were doing all you could to do it the right way. He didn't want to be on television. You respected his wishes, and you did. You got married without the cameras, and it was good, probably good for your marriage at the time. But then the TV show had a problem, and then you were it seemed that you were punished for that. Then he comes aboard to support his wife, and that very thing that you guys both didn't want to do is, I would assume.
What is Claudia talking about, and why is her lash falling off, and what is going on with? Ooh, I know we look. I know we in the quarantine, just like y'all was trying to read me for my hair and stuff. I get it. But I mean, Claudia should have practice by now. Hold on.
What is a large part of the issues, and then you can't even resolve things, right? You resolve something 3 months ago, and then when the show airs, it just picks open old scabs and wounds again, and it seems like
that was the stream. Look. They Wi-Fi was so jacked up. What was going on with their Wi-Fi?
Overcome that.
You said a word, Claudia. You know, that is what most of the problem is.
Right, Jay Farmer. Look, I guess that's why it's unlisted. Where did it go? It disappeared. It's gone. Is it coming back? They was reading me in the chat though. Look, they was trying to read me, talk about I need to exercise.
Came on the show, Mike. But even hanging out with Todd and Candy, I think Todd and Candy have seen Mark more in a casual setting. He is so funny and sweet, and you know, he's playful, and he's so quick-witted. And that is not who you guys have seen on the show. So the Mark you've seen, I'm sure everyone is saying, why is she with him? They don't see who he really is, because I think he's trying to portray, like, I'm so serious, you know, I'm not going to be a part of this, you know, reality stuff, which is, you know, to our detriment, honestly.
Unfortunately, reality TV doesn't lend itself to a lot of balance. I just remembered something. I know I said something earlier that we're not going to talk about, but I remember being at your baby shower, and that was a great example of how happy he was with you, how sweet he was with you. It was nothing like what's portrayed in the clips that we see on television. Like, you guys were happy.
Yeah.
And then I see the criticism online of everyone that has something to say.
Yeah.
That will probably never be shown.
That's the problem with reality TV. Is they only see bits and pieces of your reality, and they think that's your full reality. And that's
it's, you know, we shoot a scene, and some scenes are, you know, if it's involving the girls, the scenes may go on for 3 hours, and you see 3 minutes of it.
right.
And they pick and choose what they want to include and what they don't, and they're telling the story because it's reality. So they have to take what you give them in that confine and make a show. So
that was Kenya phone. That wasn't mine. And then this came up, and I was like, "Oh, child, the ghetto." And then the Fox Soul people was like, "Don't do us like that." And I'm like, "Oh no, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the chat." Because they were trying to read, they were trying to drag me in the chat, honey, because it was all Team Twirl in that chat. So look, I guess they'll be back soon, honey. I guess let's wait around, see how long it take to come back. Because it's playing. It's playing. All of this was streamed live again. I guess that's why it is on unlisted right now. But you know, we ain't got nothing but time. Where y'all gotta be? Y'all gotta be somewhere. Y'all going to early sunrise service in the morning. You can go to Bedside Baptist with me. Just turn on the TV. Just turn on the TV. All relationships go through it. Team Kenya. Who wants to join me? And y'all let me know. I welcome Team Twirl to come read me. I do. I welcome all of y'all. But how is she gonna sit there and try to drag Nene's marriage? This lady been married 20 something years. Oh, she's back. Hold on.
So we are an interactive show. We got a viewer question.
Sure, I'll take a viewer question.
First of all, I just want to say I'm a huge fan, and my question is. You've often been referred to as the shade assassin. Were you always shady, or did you become shadier when you joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Shadier when you joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Y'all hear that ain't
LA,
me.
They know that I'm a.
That's the stream
from LA. They know that I'm a.
Kenya has always been shady, even shady to me in the beginning of our friendship.
Somebody was texting Kenya. You hear that beeping? That ain't me.
Kenya has always been shady, even shady to me in the beginning of our friendship. Don't let her lie to you. Do not let her. Kenya's shady as hell. She does it with a smile, right?
She's my girl. She's my friend, and half the shade I got to deal with at the reunion is with her.
Let's be very clear. You were questioning Cynthia.
I'm not being shady, but I don't.
Question Cynthia.
I'm not being shady, but I don't mean it as shade. Sometimes I definitely mean it, and sometimes I think I'm a naturally shady person.
Yes.
Not in a bad way. You know what I mean?
Hey, Kenya, we're eating steaks tonight. What kind of wine goes with the steak that we're eating?
You must do a red wine, though. Must do a red wine.
You don't want to overpower the steak.
Cynthia.
Or the steak.
Cynthia. Like, we had done a celebrity golf tournament somewhere in the Virgin Islands, so we kind of hung out a little bit, and then I ran into Kenya at the Beverly Center, and I was with a friend of mine, and I was like, "Oh, this Kenya, we just were all on vacation together. Like, of course you remember me." I was like, "Hey, Kenya." She goes, "Hey." I said, I was like, "Hey, Kenya." She goes, "Hey." I said, my face was like, "Okay." We laugh about it. But she was shady as that. You remember that?
Shade assassin.
Something that you don't know, Claudia. I'm going to tell you something that you don't know. So I'm not going to say his name, but you know who threw the entire.
Yes.
He had a huge crush on you. Okay. And I was mad. I'm going to tell you this is about my ego. I was like, this is about my ego. I was like, being shady toward you because. Do you remember we had the golf tournament, and the next day, your picture was on the cover of like the local magazine or newspaper? Yeah. I was mad about that. But this girl over here, me being shady. This girl over here is on the cover. I was like, oh, really?
Jealous of your girl?
You've been a hater.
Yes. I was a little envious, yes. So you never did that. So there's your nugget, honey.
I'm glad we squashed this. I've always wanted to know why. So we squashed this. I've always wanted to know why. So
Mm-hmm.
that is funny.
But since then we made up, and you know.
Thank you, Lynn. Happy Resurrection Day.
We better not, damn it. So if you could, do it all over again, would you do it all over again with the negative and the positive and how this has affected your relationship, your life? I know there's great things like using the platform, but your life, I know there's great things like using the platform, but Kenya Moore that was contemplating going on Real Housewives of Atlanta 8, 9, 10 years ago, and you're getting people that are checking for you, what would you say to her?
That's tough for me because I don't have any regrets in my life. I think every moment is a teachable moment, and God doesn't make mistakes. So my journey has been my journey. I definitely would. I'm already a person who comes into a situation and I have my guards up. Mm-hmm. I would say that I would have been a little bit more careful on who I interacted with initially. There were certain people that were very evil on that show. And
y'all so shady.
The world has seen now who some of those people are. But I mean, not surfing. I mean, someone who really
this Wi-Fi connection is horrible.
And I would have just been more careful in selecting my friends and who I hung out with and how I interacted with people. That's
I know how this show usually works where a lot of you guys don't even know each other before you come on the show, but they bring you together as friends and integrate you in the show. Why do you think even just after the fact Claudia's been off the show, you have been able to maintain your relationships for so long without any kind of major blow-ups?
Well, Claudia's a friend. I mean, we were friends before the show.
You guys are like the three of you and Candy are pretty much.
You're going for the real girls. That's what I'm saying. Like my problem is, and I'll be honest with you, I can't play those reindeer games. I just can't. I can't play those reindeer games. I just can't.
Girl.
To pretend to be someone's friend, pretend not to have a beef with someone, rush it over. A lot of girls do that because they play to the fans. They go, oh, what will make me most popular? What will make people like me the most? Oh, I should be friends with this one. I should make up with that one. I should just pretend like this one. Okay, who has the most Instagram followers? Okay, who likes who at the moment? Okay, I should go ahead and be friends with them. That's the kind of games that they play on our show.
Did she? Wait. Didn't she do it? Is that why she's friends with Candy and Cynthia? Who has the most Instagram followers? Who has the most likes? Who is most beneficial to you professionally to be friends with? Oh, Candy and Cynthia, because they could get me a check, honey. They can get my job back. Let me be cool with Candy and Cynthia. First, she was cool with Cynthia, but Candy kind of got in it because Candy didn't have nobody. Candy didn't have nobody. So Candy was like, yeah, I'll play alone. I need somebody too. Hold on, let's continue.
It's actually producers because the producers don't know about it. It's actually the girls producing themselves. When you start playing a lot of games, and the girls who are real, like myself, unfortunately, I just have to do a lot of trouble. And sometimes I don't have the filter that I should have.
Do you think they make...
Okay, this echoing ass stream is getting on my nerves. Hold on. Claudia and that lash falling off. Ooh, child, hold on.
Listen, I got so much heat over her do something deliberate to try to hurt me, whether it was personally or my brand. It was something meant to try to hurt me, right? So then I respond, but then it's like, oh, well, you went too far. Oh, you're mean or you're this. But don't you think what she did with me? You know what I mean? So you can't pick and choose how I respond. And a lot of times the fans just see what they want. Just see what they want the situation because
y'all so funny.
They're rooting for or who they're rooting
We did have fun with Team Pretty now, didn't we?
Team Pretty, what is that? What is that?
Slaying.
To see another day.
Team Pretty.
No, I think Claudia, I think you came up with the name Team Pretty.
I think she did. I think
Who's
she
Team
did.
Ugly?
Whoever was
We're on Team Pretty.
Wow.
We're on Team Pretty.
Wow.
I didn't select the team. I was selected to be on the team, but I was not the president of the team. So
Who's the president?
you were.
I was a friend of the. I was barely a cast member. What you mean?
Well,
You right, Claudia. You was barely a cast member. We didn't want you.
And when you left,
At least she honest.
Claudia is hilarious. She was hilarious on the show. She really was.
It was fun and stressful at the same time.
Really was.
It was fun and stressful at the same time.
all right. I just wanted to say hello. I love you guys. All right. I just wanted to say hello. I love you guys.
That's not me, by the way. That's they janky Wi-Fi.
The reunion. You're not able to film the reunion in person because of COVID-19. So are you all really gonna do it on Skype? Are you all really gonna do it on Skype? Is that what's gonna happen?
Or some similar technology. Yeah, that's what it is. Not happy about it. No one's really happy about it.
What do you
Donnie,
think?
have you watched the show? Donnie, have you watched the
This is y'all show. This is the house bar. I'm gonna let y'all all, do y'all thing. You know what I mean? I like to see y'all talking. This is the house bar show.
Well, but still, like, you're funny as hell, Donnie, and smooth.
No.
You ever do a reality show, Donnie?
Yeah, but that was way back when. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let y'all.
Donnie did not want to be there.
You did a reality show?
He was like, nope.
No, this is about Kenya Moore. No, this is about me. It's about Kenya. It's about Kenya. Oh, cool.
I think it sounds like he got his feelings hurt.
Ooh,
I'm not sure.
the shade.
No, my feelings not hurt. Nuh-uh. Nobody here. My feelings that quick. You gotta understand where I come from, sweetheart.
Donnie's in his own world. He's the West Side Fly guy.
The shade.
Partner right there.
How do you do a West Side?
The West Side Fly guy. He's good. He's good people. That's my man.
I don't care about that, Kenya.
West Side of Detroit.
Yeah.
Does that count?
Donnie, what do you think of people from Detroit, man? You're from LA. What do you think of people from Detroit?
I used to be in Detroit when I was a youngster. You know what I mean? So I know all about Detroit. Yeah.
That's where that toughness comes from, though, Kenya. Like that, those roots. You live and die. You Motown till you die.
Detroit till I die. Detroit till I die for sure.
Tanya, how's being a mom? How's that changed you? Do you think you fight harder or not?
I don't. I just have. I don't. I just have. Honestly, I just don't. I think that I'm more raw than I've ever been. I just don't want any ever been. I just don't want any around me working with me. I just don't have time for it. Working with me. I just don't have time for it.
No wonder they got this on private because this audio is horrible.
Of your behavior and who you are. And when I'm done, I'm done. Who you are. And when I'm done, I'm done.
Doing it now. Okay. Straight up, I love you, Kenya. You my girl, and I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody rides harder for my lady than you do on this show. You really do. You got her back. So no matter what kind of animosity, any kind of drama they try and create between the two of y'all, but there's a real shit going on with you and Nene right now. Straight up, what is it going to take? Because it appeared like she tried to extend an olive branch in Greece and whatnot. You are ready to accept it. We understand that. Whatnot. You are ready to accept it. We understand that. But the two of you together to reach some kind of conclusion and make amends? Or will there ever be a day that you can see yourselves ever making amends?
Listen, I think that Maya Angelou first said it best, if it was her original quote. But I think when people show you who they are, when people show you who they are, believe them. I have seen it. I believe it, and I don't want any parts of it. That's where I am. And I am a professional. I can work with people. I can laugh. I can have fun. But I'm not about to be fake with anyone that I work with. And during the reunion, you will see all of the things that I have said and not said about who she really is. to me, but to everyone on the show. And so that question won't come up again after the reunion airs.
Well, let's play a little word association game real quick. I'm gonna say a cast member's name and just tell me the first word that comes to mind when you hear their name. All right. Let me make sure I got everybody. Okay. Cynthia.
Sweetheart.
Portia.
Not.
Portia.
Not.
Not.
Air. Just that's the first.
Not.
Air. Just that's the first. I don't know.
Candy.
Love. I don't know.
Candy.
Love.
That's not me, by the way.
Cute.
Who else is on there? I know. Nene. Nene.
Nothing.
Okay. Did I get everybody?
You didn't get the friends.
I don't know. There's too many. There's a lot of friends.
Yeah, Mike being messy.
Listen, even I started off on a rough path and so far so good. I really like the energy that we have when we talk on the phone and when we have honest conversations. So my heart is open to her, and I'm open to being better friends with her and having a real relationship. Candy, salt of the earth. Candy is just a great person, and she has been so kind to me. Cynthia has been so kind to me. And what counts the most
to me
is when I was pregnant and I was by myself at times, when I was here alone and I was having a great, depression.
I got to mention that. Remember when I told y'all the real reason why she and Nene are at odds is because she feels some kind of way about Nene not having her back that season when she was off the air, when she was pregnant, right before she gave birth to Brooklyn. Now, if you recall, Nene had her own issues with Greg. She was dealing with Greg and being a caretaker and all that. But apparently Kenya wanted her, undivided support.
And
I don't know.
Having my high-risk pregnancy. Well, some people were on the phone calling me.
Thank you, Cece.
Wanting to visit.
Wi-Fi. It's gone. See, I'm hardwired. I'm not using Wi-Fi. I'm hardwired to the wall, child. But I don't know what's going on with this. But then, it's still going. I guess it's gonna pop back up. There you go. Can we hear?
And other people were on the road making fun of me at their comedy tour. So just to show you the difference in a person's a personhood, if you will. One personhood, if you will. One is kind, loving, caring when the cameras are not rolling, and others are, really hit you where it would hurt you the most. And I'm not interested in those type of people being in my life.
Where do you think that comes from? It's
being in my life.
Where do you think that comes from? It's meeting, right? So it's been years since I've been gone, and y'all been going at it since before then, right? It's still going on. What do you think exactly is the issue, and do you have any part in it? And if you do, let's talk about it. Like, what exactly?
Honestly, respectfully, CJ, I'm just over talking about her. She's not important in my life. Ill on anyone. I wish everyone well, but just stay away from me. And that's the end of it. I'm not going to talk about her anymore tonight.
Because you've even made up with the other people we've had issue with, like you and Portia had that huge fight. I was like, wow, there's been some growth.
I reached out to Portia when she was pregnant. I was not on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I initially had a relationship with Shamia first because Shamia and I were only about 2 weeks apart in terms of that's who I am. When I know how I felt when I was pregnant, how many people do you know personally that get pregnant while you're pregnant? basically done, right?
She asking
So,
Claudia. Claudia
when
has
she was
never been pregnant.
right?
That was shade.
So when
That
she
was
was
shade.
pregnant, I know how lonely that can be because you don't have anyone like, oh my God, did you feel your baby kick today? Or did you, what kind of bottles are you going to buy? I mean, it's just so much that goes through your head. Are you depressed? Are you, you know, intimate things that you can't talk about with anyone else? And so I reached out to Shamia, and Shamia and I got really close. Because we were going through a life. When I found out Portia was pregnant, I reached out to her as well. And I became her, and I was basically whatever you need.
Child, we are getting repetitious.
Bottles I can give you. I have a pump I can give you. Whatever. Small. However I could have been supportive of them, I was. And to me, that's just who I am. And no one had to ask me. When Portia had her show, I was like, send me the commercial. I'll promote it for you. Just whatever I could do to support. That's just who I am. No one can take that away from me. Who I am is who I am. I am one of the realest people on Real Housewives. And all of the people on Real Housewives.
What?
And all of
the realest.
They will learn in time like they always do. I don't pretend to be someone else that I'm not. I don't pretend to like people that I don't. And I'm actually really reasonable if you come to me in a reasonable way. And you're reasonable if you come to me in a reasonable way.
And a lot of people can respect about you, because how do you feel when
she's the realest?
Cool with one of the girls, and then all of a sudden the show comes on and you see one of the interviews. All of a sudden the show comes on.
That's not me, by the way. That's them.
Yeah.
That's their Wi-Fi. Like, I'm actually just playing the video.
I'm like, the first couple of episodes, I'm like, wow, she's.
This was streamed live yesterday.
Things like that. I'm like, what's going on? And then every episode, she's saying things, and now she's making this whole issue about me and Shamia. It's like, I can't be Shamia's friend. I wasn't saying you're not a good friend to her. I was just speaking about my friendship with her. It has nothing to do with you. And it's just weird how these girls are so territorial when it comes to Cynthia can be friends with Nene. She could spend a night at Nene's house tomorrow if she wanted to. I don't.
She said she wasn't gonna say Nene no more. Now she's saying Nene.
How she treats me. I don't own anyone. No one is my pawn. I don't treat people as though they are, fungible. They are people. They're human beings. And I will treat them with the respect that I want given back to me, and the care I want, and the love that I want.
I can definitely speak on that. When it came to the show, there was an accusation that I was brought on to be your henchman to go after people for you, which is bullshit. First of all, I wouldn't do it. I'm not a puppy anyway. Second of all, you never asked me to do that. One thing you did say was, I said, what advice would you give me coming on the show? I don't know these girls. I actually hung out with Portia a few times before. And you said, get to know each woman, have your own relationship with them. Don't base your relationship with them based on my issues with them. Have your own relationship. And so did Carlos King. He told me,
thank you, Glock Topics.
Everyone thinks to come on here to go for Nene's neck, and that's the way to get notoriety. And I was like, all right.
Wait. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear Claudia just confirmed what I have always told you, that Nene is the target? Did you not just hear Claudia Jordan, who is no longer even on the show? You said as if Claudia is a reliable source. She said that Carlos King told her to everybody needs to go at Nene. Y'all heard that? I heard that. Let me go back a teensy bit. Hold on. I'm going to hear it again. Hold on. Let me go back just a teensy bit.
I can definitely speak on that. When it came to the show, there was an accusation that I was brought on to be your henchman to go after people for you, which is bullshit. First of all, I wouldn't do it. I'm not a puppy anyway. Second of all, you never asked me to do that. One thing you did say was, I said, what advice would you give me coming on the show? I don't know these girls. I actually hung out with Portia a few times before. And you said, get to know each woman, have your own relationship with them. Don't base your relationship with them based on my issues with them. Have your own relationship. And so did Carlos King. He told me, everyone thinks to come on here to go for Nene's neck, and that's the way to get notoriety. And I was like, all right, cool. I wasn't planning on doing that anyways, and I'm not going to respond. So you do that, and I will say that that's no bullshit. Now,
So for the people
I will say that that's no bullshit. Now,
so for the people that don't know Housewives,
Yeah, he's a great. I mean, he is a great producer, and he started, I think, his producing career on Real Housewives as like a PA or something like that, and he rose to the ranks of being an executive producer and showrunner. And he's now Kingdom Reign Entertainment, and he produces all kinds of shows now for OWN and other networks. And he's really a prolific producer in the reality.
Housewives and also Love and Hip Hop really pop. So
I don't know how long this
15.
clip is, but I'm about to cut it off.
Next 15, Love and Marriage. I mean, he what was the singing show? I can't remember the name of it.
Is also.
It's just a lot. He's definitely got a resume.
So,
and he's our friend. He loves Claudia. Even to this day, he loves Claudia.
I gotta call her. So, Kenya, it's no secret, of course. A lot of people, anyone that's watched the show knows about your strained relationship with your mom, and that definitely has had a major effect on you. And a lot of times people attribute like the issues with that because that's a painful thing for any woman to go through, actually any person to go through, to not have a good relationship with their mom. So I remember you posting something, a gift came from your mom, a card. Has things changed with your mom, and where do you guys stand now? Are you guys working on the
there was a card and that accompanied it was Brooklyn's first birthday, and she also sent some clothes for her, like some dresses, some really nice dresses. And I was like really in shock at first. It took me a minute to figure out what the card was saying because it kept saying mom. And I was thinking of my aunt who gave me the card with my cousin. And I'm like, Mom, oh, thank you. And I kept thanking Lori, who I say is my mom a lot of times, which is my mom's sister. And I kept saying, thank you. And she's like, no. And I'm thinking, no? What do you mean no? And I kept reading it, Mom. And then it said mom, and it said grandma. And then it finally hit me that it was her. And I was like, wow, it just took me aback. So I live my life now with no expectations. I try to keep my expectations low of people. So when they do something that surprises me, that's positive, then it's like a great surprise for me. It is where it is. There's been nothing else since then, but I think that was a great first step into toward acknowledging who I am to her and who my daughter is to her. And that's all I can really do is accept that and keep my expectations low, and also just pray to God every day that relationship will continue to be healed.
How do you think a lack of that relationship has
I think that Donnie dude is sleep. He's sleep.
Your life, the way you feel about yourself.
Everything. I mean, you
so
are.
Claudia,
I mean,
they letting Claudia say everything.
You are
please cut it off.
Psychology term, but you are who you.
When I cut it off, I'm gonna hang up because I got.
So I carry that around with me. It's shaped my entire life. It's made me strong. It's my entire life. It's made me strong. It's made me ambitious. It's made me a little reckless when it comes to choosing men because of my issues with my mom. I mean, that's just the reality of it. And, I'm working on it. I'm working on that part.
Okay. Very honest. Well, speaking of working, you're doing some charity work. Can you share with us your work and what it means to you?
Oh, it was some scratching. Say that again.
Your charity work that you're doing?
Yes, Baby Quest. Yes.
Girl, I'm turning it off now because now it's just free promo.
I love being involved with this charity. It's Baby Quest.
Now it's just free promo. So I'm turning it off. Y'all saw what I saw. Can you, first of all, you're going to go for Nene Leak's marriage and your marriage is in a shambles. Then you're going to lie and say that you and Mark are working it out And like, it's just so many things that you said that didn't add up. Then you like, Mark is just like Nene, and Nene is just like Mark, and they like, it's like, but you want to be with him, but he's just like Nene, who is this person you hate. I'm confused. I am so confused. Can y'all make it make sense to me? Because I don't know. I know y'all love Kenya. I try. Look, I put the damn link in earlier. I wanted y'all to call in and get me together, and none of y'all would call in. Where is Team Terrell when it's time to defend your queen? We sat there and watched what she said. We heard it with our own ears, even though the damn Wi-Fi was jacked up. I mean, we can interpret it the way we interpret it. I didn't damn edit it and scratch it and mix it to make it sound like she said anything. We heard it coming out of her own damn mouth. So what is it? I don't understand. I don't get it.